I can summarize my Buell experience in one word, and that word would be transformational.
I could summarize my Buell experience in one word, and that would be phenomenal.
And my one word would be powerful. Transformational change for me became utilizing my voice and inspiring others to make a transformational change within the organization that I work for. So it was a process that I engaged others in, so it wasn't just for the betterment of me, but for the organization with others.
Now we can partner in different ways. We can strengthen the early childhood system in different ways. Somebody told me once, oh, when you're at a meeting and Buell Early Childhood leaders come in, you know that they're there because there's a lot of energy and there's a different kind of energy. And I think that's because we spend a lot of time together and we know each other more deeply than you necessarily do other professionals.
The Buell Early Childhood Leadership Program is an 18-credit graduate certificate program offered through a unique partnership between the Buell Foundation, the School of Education at the University of Colorado, Denver, and Clayton Early Learning. Each year it invites 20 professionals from across the early childhood field in Colorado to become leaders who can build and improve the systems and programs that create opportunities for young children and their families to succeed.
So, opportunities or lack thereof really depend on a myriad of things that happen in a child's life. It can be something at the local community, it can be something in that child's own family, it can be something that is a much broader issue. For example, poverty. The income that a family is earning can either support a child or not. If a child's growing up in poverty, they're going to be having many, many fewer opportunities to get that strong start in life. Another possibility could be maybe they're hungry. Maybe they don't have the access in their community to healthy food. Maybe they don't have access in their community to the kinds of services and supports that that child would need or that that child's family might need. So it's really up to the leadership in the local community or leadership in other ways in which it affects that child's life to really work on ensuring that every child is getting the opportunities that they need to be successful.
Buell Foundation, we spent a lot of time learning about early childhood education, and we base that on the research that suggests the value of high quality early childhood education, that it sets kids up for success in life, and we want to be a part of that. We have chosen to do this program to help leaders become better at that, and so they can get into a community or they can get into an organization and help raise the quality and help increase the opportunities through that quality for the kids that are in their program.
I would say, for me, the greatest benefit to the Buell leadership model has been all the work, getting to know all my peers throughout the state. The model that each year they choose 20 people to participate in this program, and they're from all over the state. So we come from many different places and many different backgrounds. And we meet and we share our stories, and I have learned so much from their experiences that it's the kind of knowledge you can't get from a book. You have to be in the same room with a group of people.
Buell Fellows learn about 7 core leadership dimensions that prepare them to use a participatory model for change to lead in classrooms for children and adults, to collaborate with community members to experiment with new solutions to stubborn problems, to think strategically when designing programs and services, and to promote policies that will improve the field and the lives of children and families. Buell Fellows learn to understand themselves as leaders and to lead from any chair, whether they are teachers, program directors, coaches, community organizers, family support specialists, or healthcare providers.
So one of the classes that I teach is the reflective leadership class. And reflective leadership is helping students to take an inquiry stance to their work. So for example, we teach them about different ways in which to observe and listen in the community for what are the pressing needs, and to ask stakeholders and bring together stakeholders to determine what are the needs in their community, and then to develop an action plan and an action research to think about ways, new and innovative ways to address those social problems. I also teach a class on leadership and advocacy in which we are trying to develop students' confidence in their own advocacy skills.
The growth that I've seen in the students is it's really a transformational experience when they visit the Capitol. We spend a day on the Hill meeting with elected officials, observing what's happening in the House, what's happening in the Senate, and by the end of the day, fellows really are transformed, have a much better understanding of what they can do in terms of advocacy.
In addition to that, I think the fellows also receive a confidence in themselves that isn't apparent to them sometimes when they first enter the program.
They're ready to sit at a policy table and argue with passion, but also with skill and with evidence for what's important. They're able to analyze policy. They're able to coach and mentor the members of their staff to really raise the bar, raise the quality of what we're providing.
I also think another learning is the feature that we have with the continuous learning. And we have it like on these two levels. So one is continuous learning with our collaboration with the institution of higher ed, so that these courses within our program go towards credit that can go towards a degree in the future. And then also our alumni network that is growing, that is continuous. So once you finish this program, many of the students, the fellows, are actually going into a graduate program and also at the same time going into an alumni network.
So as you can see, we've really utilized the art of possibility and kept that forefront in our mind of what are the possibilities and how exciting these possibilities are, and continue to look for partnerships, continue to collaborate on this big project that we have before us, as well as really taking so much of Buell and putting it into practice. We really do rely on those strategic directions and those big ideas that we learned, and often between us go back to notes and back to things that we learned in Buell and said, gosh, remember when we did, and then really look at it to see how can we put that into our practice and utilize that on a regular basis.
Because that's the beauty of this program, that we keep growing and growing. So the relationships, right now I have a relationship with like 140 of us, which is pretty amazing. It allows us to be able to share our strength and also to be supported in those areas that we need more opportunities for growth. One of the best experiences, as we're talking about relationships and influence, is participating in the mentoring circle. And I've been mentored and I have mentored. And again, that helps us be grounded in the work that we do and give us the opportunity to move forward, understanding the intentionality of the work that we're doing.
I have the opportunity to see the students at the end of the leadership program, and what I see in their growth at the end of the program is that they have a strong belief in themselves, and they have really grown and really have developed a strong sense of self-efficacy, and they also begin to realize that they are going to be part of a large alumni network, and they will have a strong potential to really have a powerful collective impact on the early childhood field.
Buell has helped me in many ways just to understand who I am and where I stand as an advocate for early childhood education and the impact that I can have. I think that Buell has allowed me to be the best that I can be.
Find out more about how Buell leaders are agents for change, aligning voices, values, and actions to create equity, opportunity, and excellence for all children and families in Colorado. For more information on applying to the Buell Early Childhood Leadership Program, contact us.